Guys, so we'll bring you a second version of the DIY with the guy who did it all. Now, Richard, how did you figure this out? How long did it take for you to come up with? Show them the worksheet, man. Because you saw it before, but you go, dude's got tasting notes, why he bought all the bottles, the recipes, the 3 to 4 parts. You go, okay.
So are you gonna make the Sour Patch Kids? That's
where we gotta start. We gotta start reverse this time.
Sure.
So start with the Sour Patch Kids. Me and Tim gonna try it.
Okay.
Well, that's the only one we didn't do.
Yeah, but we gotta go back and he said, look, because there's more oxygen in these barrels, or the bottles per se, he goes, we need to see if it's like still holds true.
Oh, it probably will. Okay, so you're making that one? That one's easy. 9 parts, Angel's Envy. Is that the rye or no? No,
it's the port.
Okay.
Port finished.
2 parts.
And Richard, if you don't mind, tell them what got you into blending, man. I know what got Tim into blending.
It's just learning that you can make something better than its parts. You know, taking 2 things that are just okay and making something awesome with them.
So supposedly 9 parts of just Angel's Envy, regular port finished, and 2 parts benchmark, and he's saying it's Sour Patch Kids.
He said it was a reach though, off camera. He said it was a
that
reach.
was the last. The fourth one was the reach.
Because keep in mind, Sour Patch Kids morph too.
Yeah.
You eat it sour, first it's sour, then it's sweet. You see the commercial.
It's a reach because the whiskey's not sour.
Yeah.
So okay.
And then number 5, I don't think was a reach. Just I was not aiming for a certain flavor, but just making good bourbon. Just make a good blend.
Good whiskey. Okay.
So now, did you know Sour Patch or did you taste Sour Patch?
I think I know Sour Patch, and then I tasted sour candy.
Hey, look, you've got a better nose than me, man. I'm clogged up half the year. Go ahead, Tim.
You should really start a raw diet. I think that fixes that. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm there. Like, it's not a super like sour, which it wouldn't be.
Yeah. No, because even if you smell Sour Patch Kids, it don't smell sour. You taste it, go, oh my God, Warheads smell good, but Jesus Christ,
Warheads, man, I hadn't had those since like middle school.
Hey,
those mess you up.
They do.
I think they give you cancer.
This dude, man. What are your thoughts, man?
Sour Patch Kids?
It's pretty cool. I wouldn't have. Okay. Yeah. I mean, now that you say that, I think it's there. I wouldn't have come up with that. But now that you said it, yeah. And now I'm kind of like puckering, like I'm expecting it to be sour.
It took you there, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty strong. It's weird. It's weird how just 2 parts of this totally change that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, man.
What's this?
I'm thinking
funnel cakes.
Sweetness from
At a 3rd or 4th product, it's level of complexity.
Now, Tim,
Funnel cake.
I know this had to resonate with you because you give people a worksheet here. You guys come in, you blend at the Blendery. It's got a worksheet for you to make sure you can go back and track your progress. Part of the progress is finding great whiskey. What was it like getting the worksheet that you didn't create and then...
Oh, it's awesome. It's so much more fun. Yeah, and it's cool too because all of our parts are always moving.
Yeah.
So like we could never do this unless we did like large batches of stuff, which we don't do. So these are all large batches that are relatively the same. So if you go to the store and buy this or this or this, it's going to be relatively the same to where you can do the DIY stuff buying these components. We can't do that because everything we have, like these guys doing a blend right now, they have components that just got pulled from the barrel today. Whatever they don't use, it's still in the barrel aging. Mm-hmm. So it's not going to be the same even a week later. So this is kind of cool to have components that don't change. This is much easier. Like we could create a ton of stuff on if it's not a moving target, like that's easy. But yeah, these are cool because there's a endless amounts that you can do. And then yeah, sharing these recipes I think would be cool. And then because then anybody can make it. Doesn't matter if you're in a different country, you can probably find these bottles. So
What's another one that you enjoyed finding on this sheet that we can make to see if it still holds true today? Richard walked us through the do's and don'ts of whiskey in another video.
I thought this one was awesome.
Vanilla cola.
Vanilla
That
cola.
shit was crazy, man.
Let's do that one.
Let's do the vanilla cola. Look, we got a couple more cups, man. We got 2 cups here.
Oh, perfect.
You can use it, man. I thought that far ahead.
What are we at? 4 parts rare
4
breed?
parts rare breed rye and 3 parts Old Forester 19.
And the beauty about this, people, too, all these bottles, they're under $60.
Yep, I believe so. The pricing's on the front. There might have been one that was a little over 60, but
We priced it for you, blended it for you.
Yeah, you did.
Gave you tasty notes on it. They might not even give you tasty notes. He gave you
We should,
some.
you said 2 on the Old Forester?
we should see if Bourbon Outfitter wants to do like a bundled package. And then, hey, here's your Blendery DIY kit.
That'd be fun.
How do we make money on that? I see other people make money on
Let
that.
me think
3
through that
parts
one.
Old
I'll think through it.
3 parts Old Forester.
We'll figure it out.
That'd be fun.
It would. This dude, man. Oh, you blending it a little bit right now, huh?
3 parts. Man, that's awesome.
Sheesh.
Like right away, vanilla cola, right away.
And those are just 2 whiskeys. That's what's crazy.
And it's funny, like, each one does its
Which
own little
one?
thing.
Okay, that was.
That's got a banana bread thing going on. That's what he told me, at least.
Well, I don't get banana on this.
Now, he killed it clearly because he put the cocoa on it.
And then
Oh,
the,
my bad, not the coke.
and the rare breed rye is barrel strength, so it's going to come over the top a little bit harder than...
That's actually really good. Wow. Wow. Now it's like a ton of cola. Like the vanilla came in for a little bit, vanilla's gone. Now it's a ton of cola, like RC cola. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
They still make that?
Royal Crown?
Oh, they do?
Royal Crown Cola, is that what it's called?
Is that what it stands for?
I think so.
I haven't
Royal
seen it since
Crown?
I was in Florida.
So when you got the R, it has the crown on it or something.
Oh,
Man.
I didn't know that.
Richard, does it surprise you that you was able to figure this
Vanilla
out?
Coke.
Yep.
That's vanilla cola. Yeah. Oh no, it's just time and playing with it
Yeah,
and having fun. It's a blast to do it anyway.
So how long did that take to get these like 4 blends? And
Probably 2 hours.
really? Oh, that's better than I would.
That's about a blending experience too, right? 2 hours?
Yeah. Yeah, but to grab like these 4 bottles and to come up with things that are all like rainbow sherbet, vanilla cola, banana Laffy Taffy, and Sour Patch Kids.
Banana
like,
Laffy Taffy was personal.
That's
Because that took me back to childhood, man. I was like, oh wow. That really smells like banana Laffy Taffy. Look, do the last one, which you just put as great whiskey, and then walk them through what great whiskey is for those people who aren't familiar with whiskey.
Sure. Cool.
so. In the one you have is just great whiskey. It uses all 4
Yeah.
So you use a 4 mash bill.
Yeah. 7
Wow.
parts Angel's Envy.
because everything else to this point was just a two blend.
Yeah, I was trying
whiskey
to
blend.
I was trying to find a specific flavor instead of just trying to make a good, well-rounded, cohesive whiskey, which is what I done the last one.
So how many times did it take you to get to this?
This was more like dialing it in. You know what I mean? Like 2, 2, 2, and 2. Then what does it need? It needs more of this. Then it needs more of this. And then it needs more of this. And start over.
That would take me forever because I would try so many combinations.
All right. I think this one's the Angel's Envy.
But I think Richard gave us good perspective too. In one of our other videos, he
Might be
says
benchmark.
he finds one thing that's not going to change.
Yeah,
Right?
you're right.
So once you find your base, kind of like you guys talked about barrel 366 or 377.
That's
What's that
Angel's
barrel? The one of your favorites to blend with.
540.
540. Is that was the one that
That's
was
one
in
of
there?
them. Yeah.
Point is this right here is a good base because you can add value to it 10, 20 times.
Yeah, because like a lot of the recent blends have had like 6 or 7 barrels in it, and it's like that's a lot of freaking work.
I tried to copy.
So like the bottle of the month for December, I'm actually like, once we dump that other barrel, I want to get started on it. 'Cause that one's gonna be fun because we're using some 15-year-old stuff in the bottle of the month.
Oh shit.
Well, I say that we'll have 48 bottles of the 15-year Kentucky bourbon in the bottle of the month. So it'll be like a 60-40 blend. So I'm super excited to blend with that high quality of a whiskey to start with. So I don't know. I don't know if a wheat whiskey is gonna complement it. I don't know if it's gonna be a rye or what. But yeah, the December bottle of the month, it's gonna be called Reindeer Fuel.
Reindeer Fuel?
Reindeer Fuel, and this, I already know it's gonna be awesome, but I don't know what it's gonna taste like yet. And that's one I'm excited to make.
Red Rover, send Rudolph right over.
Yeah.
It's Christmas too. You kill it for Christmas.
So this is the great whiskey blend. All four.
Man, this like nose is older than all of these. That's weird.
This dude's a magician, man. So how'd you sniff out the Blendery, man? How'd you get to this place?
Battle of the Blends is where I found
So
it.
somebody called you and said,
To do the
"Look, you
Battle of
gotta go and
Blends.
compete."
Yeah, and then I fell in love as soon as I got here.
Man, what is it like falling in love with whiskey? That's the real question.
Well, I was already in love with whiskey, but like the way they do it here, and all all of the different options that you have to blend with here, it just
This tastes like a $150 bottle, and you have the $22.99 price tag on this. Man, that's really nice. It doesn't taste like you just whipped this up.
sure.
It tasted like it was
Oh shit.
an old single barrel that
No. And when he's saying this, people, mind you, super new to whiskey. I'm just here to make sure you guys keep learning like I am. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not gonna call it similar to the Founders, but the Founder has something funky in it that I couldn't put my nose on. But this has something that's like,
it's really good.
oh, what the fuck is this? That's what I'm thinking.
That's a great whiskey. I would drink that over any. I love this bottle, and I do like the 1910. Can't say I own one of these, and that's a decent whiskey. But I would drink that over any one of these.
Yeah.
And it takes all four of them to make that one.
They all bring something unique to the table. So this one's finished, so you get a little bit more fruit. This one's very sweet, and it's barrel proof, so it's got some oomph to it. This is a rye, and then this is double oak, so it has more wood, and that cool banana Old Forester thing.
So if you could change the great whiskey to Woody.
I mean, he's saying it drinks older than any of the bottles up there.
No, I mean, look.
Yeah, it really does.
When he gave us the Founder's, sip per se, I had to smell someone else's cup because I thought I was like, what the hell is this? And it had so much complexity, as Tim likes to say.
Good.
I was like, dude, maybe I'm smelling something wrong because this smells awful. But it actually smelled pretty good. But that is ridiculous, man.
Nice work, man.
It's fun.
So
Blast.
for those people who are watching and you want do-it-yourself whiskey, look, memberships are tapped out here. You can come in
Are we doing the Patreon thing?
Oh, that's coming soon, like a new movie. I keep telling him, give me, look, for us on the record. I'm like, dude, I've got the picture on this phone, just sign in. He's like, every time he gets 30% through.
Well, I'm doing this.
But tell them about your Patreon that's coming, how they could be a part, what you're gonna do different that people might not get unless they join the Patreon.
Yeah, well, this is all new, so we haven't, we're talking through it with some of the members. There's a lot of people on the Bottle of the Month Club wait list now, so we're actually gonna reach out to them first to be part of the Patreon. And then we had talked about involving them on a quarterly either blend or barrel pick, so then the people in the Patreon get to be a part of what we bottle, and then whatever the dues are, which is going to be minimal, but that's going to go towards your bottle purchase essentially. So then if you want a quarterly bottle, then it's going to be discounted by like 50% through the dues, and so it's going to be a no-brainer, and then you'll have influence on it, and then there'll be other perks, and you'll be able to come here once a month and do a tasting for free, and so there's a lot of cool stuff. But that's maybe we give the recipe, the DIY recipe, to part of the Patreon too.
Anything that we discover new, because we've already put this stuff out so you can do this at home, but there'll be some custom ones that we would challenge you to do blends and put hashtag the Blendery, because a lot of this stuff is going to come from him and his palate, and then us just trying it and sharing it with others. So I'd love to see that hashtag grow, but even more importantly, you guys get into
What's the hashtag?
The Blendery.
The Blendery?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you said you going. I know you said he's
right.
going to remove this.
Oh, yeah.
You wanted to just be Blendery.
Yeah. All right.
I listen, man. You think I don't listen? That's what I'm here for.
Okay,
I'm here
cool.
to keep up with the keep it up. So we want to see the Blendery's hashtag grow. We want to see you guys trying things. That started the Blendery objectively, right?
Yep.
Blending great bottles, sharing it with friends. He loves catching people's expressions. As I was like, dude, why don't you? He said, nah, I want to do it with you guys so I can see how you guys react with you. He loves a good reaction, man. And you got the same reaction we got the first time. Because the vanilla Coke was there.
Yeah, I had a authentic reaction to every one of these, and I mean there is some like, hey, you're influencing me on the Sour Patch Kids. Like I probably wouldn't have got there, but if I'm looking for Sour Patch Kids, it kind of makes it more fun, especially if these are bottles that I would say the average whiskey drinker probably has these or could go pick up one of these or something pretty quick and then make a lot of cool whiskeys to like share or buy little 375 bottles and, you know, write on them and have just 4 more bottles and just have a little DIY blendery section at their home bar and here, check this out. Oh, you want vanilla cola? You want this? And that'd be kind of fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's again the premise of the Blendery. So again, you guys are interested in that sheet, we'll scan it in, upload it. Even more importantly, we want to see some of your reactions and you sharing this stuff with others. Good on you for this, man, because this, it feels like the first time, just magic. But his reaction, he goes, oh, yeah. They were classic. And this still is authentic, but you go, we didn't try to last two. The sweet part of Sour Patch is what I was getting on that Sour Patch blend too, so I could see that. God, this is special. People, listen, keep it whiskey, man.